guys, it's your boy Rigozen back at it again with a brand new video. Hopefully y'all are having a beautiful day today. Let me talk about me for a second, of course. It's all about me. If there's one thing you gotta know about me is I love movies. Movies are amazing. I wasn't really big into movies in the beginning of my life, but later on I was more interested in it. So interested in the point where I actually want to become a director of some sorts, you know, like a director that, you know, produces movies or actually, you know, someone intelligent. Two movies that come off to my head right now that I think are really intelligent are Hereditary and Midsommar. It's directed by the same person, so there are a lot of similarities between the two movies, but Hereditary is somewhat of a more horror film.
You are sick, Annie. I need to call the police.
Oh shit! Oh Lord Jesus! Oh Jesus! Get the water, nigga! Jesus Christ! Lord have mercy! Get the water, nigga! It's going down!
While in Midsommar, it was more of a strange film. It felt like one of those weird indie films that you'll see at some movie festival. You're just like, that was odd, but pretty interesting at the same time.
It's a bear, 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 it's a bear in a cage.
But both of them, very disgusting. I feel like Midsommar is more disgusting than Hereditary, but in their own right, they are disgusting, you know. But when we're talking about franchises, in general, I think Star Wars is the best franchise out there. You can argue with me, and that's absolutely fine. We are all entitled to our own opinions. But Star Wars, for me, takes the cake. I mean, obviously, if you couldn't tell I was a big Star Wars fan, then, I don't know, keep looking, you know. Like, it screams everywhere. Like, behind me right there, there's a fucking Death Star shelf with Bossk and IG-88, and then to my left, which is actually your right on screen, is like two shelves just covered with Star Wars figures, you know, because I started collecting those motherfuckers, I think back in 2017, 2016, I'm not 100% sure, but I started collecting those guys because they're pretty cheap for what they are, and they look really amazing. But why are we talking about this? Because this week, ladies and gentlemen, is Comic-Con week. At least I'm pretty sure it is Comic-Con week, or at least Comic-Con started today or yesterday, but it is this week. It is this week. It is the week where the nerds come out of their little caves and celebrate and rejoice for their favorite franchises and shit like that. Whether you're a comic fan or a superhero fan, Star Wars fan, Star Trek fan, doesn't matter. You know, this is the day to come out, dress up like your favorite character, and just celebrate and enjoy the days. While that's happening, of course, you know, you have the interviews with the, you know, voice actors, very interesting voice actors. You know, I think SpongeBob is there. I think they're having something there. I'm not 100% sure. I saw something on Twitter. And, of course, they release new things during Comic-Con, because Comic-Con's a big deal, and everyone's watching Comic-Con. And movies obviously have been announced. I believe Terminator, some number, you know, 6, 7, I don't know, 57, I don't know how many Terminators have been made. And It Chapter 2, you know, Terminator, I don't know if that's gonna be a good movie. It Chapter 2 looks very interesting. It's gonna be very creepy, kind of horrific. But there is a movie that will trump it when it comes to horrific value. And that, my friends, is Cats. Now, out of all the movies to be announced, Cats has to be the strangest one so far that has been announced during Comic-Con week. Now, you're gonna ask yourself, Rigozen, why is it creepy? Just look at these motherfuckers, alright? The CGI looks horrific. Garfield, the CGI movie, looks way better to comparison to these motherfuckers, alright? But what the movie is, the premise of the movie is basically, it's a musical. It's a musical, you know? Like, I feel like the movie's gonna get a 50-50 reception because not a lot of people like musical movies or musical shows or whatever the hell you call it, but the people who enjoy Broadway and shit like that, this is gonna be up their alley. But there's one thing I do not understand is how are they going to bear watching this entire movie to its entire length. All right, like it's probably like 2, maybe 3 hours long. I don't know, movies are getting longer and longer, but goddamn, I don't think I could last 2 minutes in the movie theater just watching this shit. It looks so fucking awful. I know the movie's called Cats, all right, but if you showed me the trailer by itself, I would have thought these motherfuckers looked like goddamn rats. All right, like just terrible effects on these guys. I don't understand why they had to go through the CGA route for these, characters for the cats. And I'm pretty sure the movie or the musical, whatever it's based on, is about cats, obviously. But why CGI? Why does it look like cats but also people at the same time? I don't understand. What probably could have saved the imagery for me, probably, maybe. I mean, I still wouldn't watch it because it's not my cup of tea, but they could have made them look more cats, more cat-like instead of more human-like, because they got the human face going on. It just looks so fucking disturbing, all right? Like, if they just made it look like actual cats, sure, I'd be okay with that. I would be less disturbed, and you could say, oh, but that's pretty furry of you, Brian. What the fuck did you just say? What? It's like, no, it's not furry. It's not furry. Anthropomorphic animals isn't furry automatically. Dumbass. Obviously, furries are gonna go watch it. It's just another reason why I'm not gonna go watch it in the movie theaters or when it comes out on DVD, because I'm too cheap for that shit. Nor do I have any money right now. But don't worry, I have a job, so I'm getting more money. I don't know when, but I will. But this is definitely one of those movies where I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna skip, alright? It looks terrible. Now, there are good things going for this movie. The cast for the movie seems to be very good, even though I have no clue about any of these guys, except for, Taylor Swift, obviously. Gandalf's there. He's making an appearance. That's pretty dope. And the chick from the acapella movies, I forgot, Sing Fast or Battle Song, I don't know, Battlestar Galactica, I don't know, but they sing along and shit like that. It's another fucking musical, and I actually watched that movie, and I thought it was pretty interesting. But of course, don't take my word for it, never take my word for it, don't take anyone's word for it, don't let others make your own opinions about it. If you're excited for this movie, good for you. Again, I don't understand how you are going to bear watching that entire horrific clip for the entirety, because it's just so goddamn awful. Like, it just doesn't look real, Obviously not. It's a fucking walking, talking cats, alright? Like, what the fuck did I just say, But no, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look natural. I mean, obviously, unrealistic things can look natural, but in this case, it doesn't look natural at all. Like, you can just absolutely tell that it just looks goddamn awful. That it's everything CGI. And that doesn't make any sense, but whatever, you get the point. When it's finally released and, people are starting to watch the movies, the reviewers go watch it, I'm gonna look at the reviews and see how it is. I am expecting it's gonna get around a 65, 6.5, if I'm thinking about it in an IGN way. 6.5 or a 7.5. Maybe an 8? An 8 would be very generous. Let me know what you guys thought about the trailer, about cats. I'll leave the link down in the description for the trailer itself, so you can hear the music and shit. I'm not gonna play the music, obviously, because I'm gonna get copyright strikes, even though I don't get money. But hey, it's better to be safe than sorry. Well, that's basically all I had to say about this horrific-looking movie. It's probably gonna be a hit or miss. But obviously the niche will be filled, and I think it will be satisfied, because the song sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty nice. So we'll see. But until then, I will probably never talk about it again. Unless, side note, it's probably gonna be like, I don't know. Probably never. Yeah, I'll probably never talk about it. But thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll be trying to make more content, even though there's not a lot to talk about, because number one, I'm not interesting, and number two, there's not a lot of interesting things for me to talk about. But we'll see. If you have anything interesting, put it in the Discord chat. It will be in the description. I will make sure of it. But until then, see you. Bye-bye. Goodbye for now.